I figured like from the last episode, I didn't have anything to read. I said, so let me go back to something I was reading prior, and it's a manhwa that I was reading through Manta Comics. It's called Moonrise by the Cliff. So it's a romance novel, 18 plus. Those of you need to know. And
Patty dropping kind of. See, you see how she giggles? She's like, oh, okay, go ahead.
So yeah, so just a little bit about it. Like it takes place during Korea, when Korea was one nation, and it takes place during that Three Kingdoms period. So that's a whole history lesson in itself. But yes, during that time period of like warring nations and kingdoms taking over, trying to control all of Korea. And there was a king. They exiled the king to a separate island. And there's a girl that has to basically take her father's position of guarding this exiled king that he's exiled into this island that's over a cliff. That's why it's called Moonrise by the Cliff. And through that process, she started to get to know him because, you know, all she heard was rumors about, because it's a small village, so they're so out of the way, they don't really hear stuff that's happening in the mainland or the kingdoms till like months later. But they hear the rumors. So some of the rumors were like, oh, you know, he has sex with many women, or he slept with his mother. So these were like rumors they were saying about the guy to make him seem so obnoxious and like disgusting. Like no one go near him. So
that's not how it works. That's not how it works.
I don't know.
Like, stop
according to this Manwha, you know.
That's not how it works. Like,
well, I know, but that's the thing. She got curious about him. You know,
of course she got curious
about him, and you know, he was a very, you know, his character was not what people were saying. So you know, he would talk to her. He would see her as, you know, female, but he was very friendly to her. You know, she was just so confused. She was so confused of like, you know, how could this friendly king be this monster that they portrayed him to be? And, you know, they got to know a little bit about each other. She learned about his past, like his vulnerabilities. She learned about all, you know, like who he really was as a person, that they made up all those rumors about him, and they form a connection, you know, and it ends up down the line become a very intimate connection. But I'm telling you, when they make that intimate connection, it goes, and it's like, whoo, like they really, I mean, they really show it. I was like, man, this girl was not shy anymore. I was like, geez, like, you know.
That's how it all starts, right?
But yeah,
I'm not like that. I don't want you to think of me like that.
I mean, she was more bold than he was, because he, you know, he wasn't, you know, just a spoiler with the guy, you know, he was, he wasn't a virgin, but he didn't sleep around like they said, you know, and he just was to himself, and he was trying to be a humble king, you know, and really take care of his people and his family.
And now she busts it down. And,
so she comes in, and, you know, really, you know, she's a simple, I hate to say it, they call her, you know, simpletons or whatever, which is like, I guess he could relate to that because she's not like eccentric and like from the city.
Okay, she's from the streets. Okay,
not from the streets. No, she brings it different. No. She's from the streets. No, she's not from the streets. She's from the countryside.
Oh, the countryside, yeah. She's the girl next door. I got you.
Yeah, okay. So, you know, I guess he feels for her because, you know, all the shit that was happening, like, that happened throughout the story. But, you know, it's about 20-something episodes. And,
episodes?
You know,
watch it?
No, I wasn't watching. No, but, I mean, I was watching the
oh, you were scrolling.
I was scrolling, and I took my time scrolling through the parts of
yeah. Especially when things got going. I got you.
But it ended really good. I mean, I think it was a great, you know, perspective of like seeing how life was then, and then just seeing how these two people from different worlds do come together and they make it work, and you know, they stay by each other in this sense. And you know, it wasn't all. That's the thing. Like some of these books, like especially hentai books and stuff, you know right away when you're going in, that's what it is. But this had a story to it, and I think you will enjoy the story just as much as if you want to enjoy the other parts. Yeah, do your thing, you know. Like, but I think both go well together. So, Moonrise by the Cliff. Check it out.
Hey, and if you don't got a rise, you know, you talk about that.
I'm sure his mama wanted that to happen. So.
Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, again, this is a Patty Dropper manga, so you have to be a certain age to read. I don't care. You do what.